Let's see.
I can do that for you if you want.
All right.
Give it a whirl.
I don't think I have a beer for us to try today.
Oh my god, it's just a wreck.
Well, I got a minute to find something. Messing around now. I guess I got to add more to that, huh? And that's the end of the show. Alright, we're about ready to start this show. And it sounds backwards. Oh wait, did you share out? I think I...
No.
Here, I'll share out.
I'm gonna do this. How's my mic sound? I sound okay? Check.
Sound fine?
Check it out.
Oh, Bauman, you calling in? He's not, probably.
He's busy.
He's very busy. You know,
so
lots of stuff for him to do. 46. Share on my own page. Alright. I gotta pull this. We will be with you momentarily. Alright. Oh, sorry, that's me. Alright. Put this over. Alright. You ready?
I suppose.
Alright. Let's do this. Hey, welcome to Stuck in Beta. This is episode 46. Wow.
Man, that's awesome. We're almost at a year.
Almost.
52 episodes. Well, I think we missed like 1 week. But
we missed a couple in there.
Coming up on our anniversary. It's end of July, like
July, August, something like that.
the last week of July,
yeah.
I think. Coming up on the 1 year anniversary.
Hey, I'm Greg, and that's Josh.
I'm Josh.
And the other Josh, he's not here because he doesn't like you guys. That's what he said. He said, I hate the fans, and I don't want any part of it.
It sounds like he's sitting, waiting anxiously for a boat to arrive.
Yeah.
He's down at his lake house, and I guess his dad has a boat scheduled for arrival, and I swear he used this excuse like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad excuse.
And it was the same thing. He said, we said, what is that? You said the same thing, like, what does it have to do with the show? And a couple weeks ago, he said, well, I'm going to be on the new boat. And then today he said, well, I'm going to be fishing. But How do you not know when a boat is going to arrive?
He could be fishing, throw it on speakerphone.
Yeah.
We could talk along. But
the whole not knowing when it's going to arrive, that I don't understand that. It's like he's sitting around, just with no idea, kind of like waiting for a letter to come in the mail. Like, well, I hope it comes today.
I don't know. But anyway, we're here, and you could always find info on us at stuckinbetapodcast.com. So, hey, what have you been up to?
So I got the week off of work, and I'm redoing our kitchen.
Wow.
So that's what we've been up to. It's been, we're like painting our cabinets white. They're like the wood color of the bar here in the Stuck in Beta studio.
Oh.
It's a wood grain, like oak finish, and we're painting over them white. It's a lot of work.
Well, yeah.
My wife's...
You have to sand them down first or
Not
rough
really. We got this kit, and it's supposed to be no sanding. You just wipe them down with this, I guess it's like a chemical that's supposed to make the paint bond to them. And they look good. It's just that you keep seeing like these brush marks and things like that. So she's on her fourth coat, and she's getting...
Fourth coat?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, she's getting a little frustrated.
Man.
But on the fourth coat, that's the one that we finally found the magic.
That's the magic number?
Yeah, that's
4?
the magic number.
Wow, that's a lot.
So I'm doing that.
And you got to take all the cabinets, the doors off, and all the hardware off, and all that. And
that took no time. Like, that was so super.
Really?
That took us like an hour and a half.
Oh.
And we did that first thing Monday morning, and we were like, "Oh, this is going smooth."
Will be done in no time. Yeah.
Yeah, I really thought like we'll get all this painting done on that day, Monday. Well, no, we're still on it. And then on top of that, after the painting is all done, then you have to do a clear coat, I don't know what it's like, the whatever goes over the paint to try to make it hard and protect.
Yeah, so it doesn't get scratched and all that.
So she's got to do that as well.
And you got all the new appliances already?
No, those get delivered on Friday.
Oh, okay.
So we're trying to get
taking your old, or
keeping most of it. Actually, funny you say that. We're trying out the buy sell trade on Facebook, and we're putting our refrigerator on there because that's just the other stuff I'm going to go put in storage for right now until we find another house as an investment property, and maybe we'll use the stove, microwave, and dishwasher because they're all still good. They work.
No, yeah, just add it as a incentive. Well, I mean, really, usually houses come with those.
Usually, yeah, rentals do.
Yeah.
But the refrigerator is just huge, and it's just not real easy to move around. I don't have storage for it, so we're trying to sell it for a few $100, see what we get out of it. It's in good shape, but I don't know. Have you ever tried any of that? Like, tried to sell anything on buy sell trade?
No. I bought stuff off there, but never.
Oh, you have off buy sell trade?
Molly got she for some reason she wanted the new Yoshi DS game, and she doesn't have a DS. It's a 3DS, but the 2DS also works with it. Anyway, the 3DS, if you go to the store right now, it's $200.
Oh wow!
And she's like, well, I'm not paying that for this one game I want to play. So she ended up finding someone with a 2DS, and it came with like 3-4 games. Met him right down the street at Schnook's parking lot. And I think she paid $40 for that and the whole set.
Yeah. It's kind of like Craigslist, but it's like a little, I don't know.
I think I like it better because you kind of have the person's name. Oh yeah. On Craigslist you can kind of be anonymous, or it could be a little more scamming. Yeah. I mean, obviously anyone can make a fake Facebook page and all that, but I feel a little bit more comfortable because you can kind of check their page and see, make sure they're not weird.
So I've got that going on. It's been a lot of work, and it's just one of those things. In fact, it worked out well that I got through, I put in a new sink and a new faucet, and I'm like short on one of the drain pipes, so I got to run by the hardware store. And if Bauman was here, he he would agree with me on this, that most plumbing jobs require like 3 trips to the hardware store.
Yeah.
But luckily, everything has worked out pretty well. This will only be my first trip, my only trip, hopefully. So.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because you're 10 miles down the road.
I am. Yeah, that's what sucks about it, is I don't have just something right up the street that I could go to.
Yeah.
And
because I've had to do that, not just plumbing, other jobs. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh shoot, I need this one little part. Got to go back, and then back and forth.
Yep. I used to never think that was like a big deal. Like whenever I was younger, I remember hearing like people probably my age now talk about, I hate to have to run out. You know, you want to get everything you got. You don't want to have to run out. And I was always like, what's the big deal? You know. Now like time seems like it's so critical. It's like, oh, I just want to get this done, and I want to get it over with, and I want to move on with my life.
Yeah.
And anytime you waste time driving back and forth, it sucks. I hate it.
Well, you know, I am also 40 years old now.
Yeah.
Hey, we're two 40-year-olds. The 40-year-old podcast.
The 40-year-old podcast.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's change the name.
Yeah, let's.
That other guy's not here anymore. Anyway, so.
Yeah, he can't come back. This cool new place called Tapped. And I know I sent pictures to you and other Josh. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have that. My fault. So it's, a bar with probably about 40 beer taps, about 10 wine taps, and they have 3-4 coffee taps as well. Now, the neat thing about, there's lots of bars that have different taps of beers and stuff like that, which iTap has that. But the neat thing about this, they're all self-pouring tap. Like, you go up to them yourself.
Right.
So you walk into the place, you give them your ID. Like Molly and I, gave them a credit card, gave them each an ID. They scanned it in. We each got our own, little wristband with a little dongle on the end. Kind of look basically like a wristwatch. And you go up to any of the taps. They have like a tablet interface right above, like a touch screen. It tells you what the beer is, what company it's from. You can tap for more information. You can tap a thing that says how to pour. But there's a little logo with the place's little icon. You hit your wristband to that, and it activates the tap, and it says, it says, Greg, you've drank so and so ounces out of 40 ounces, and then.
So did you mention it? What 40 ounces of what you buy, or?
So no, you don't buy 40 ounces. 40 ounces is kind of your limit.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if that's like a strong and hard rule or something.
Okay.
But I think I was at 19 and I was feeling pretty good. And I kept drinking because you pay by the ounce. And each beer says, okay, this is 45 cents an ounce, or this is some of the higher one, the higher alcohol level costs more.
Right.
And I didn't look at the wines. I'm sure they have a different, but we kept getting the little taster glass, the little 4-ounce glasses.
Yeah.
We kept pouring 2 ounces at a time because we're like, there's 40 of them.
Right.
I don't need a whole glass,
That's pretty neat.
So it was a really cool idea. I think at the end of what I drank, I had about 6-7 different. I think mine was $10, $11.
Oh, wow.
And Molly, she may have drank 4 or 5, and hers was 9. So it really didn't seem that bad.
So the tap itself knows how much it pours?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Now, the one thing is you got to learn how to pour.
Right.
Because I had quite a few that I had a lot more head.
Yeah.
And you just had to let it sit for a while, but it is a really cool idea. I mean, obviously,
cool. I'd like to go there.
That kind of technology, it's right next to the Schlafly Bottle Works in Maplewood. And, that kind of technology in the homebrew world, I've seen setups with that for a while, like things like that. I think they've had like a computer you type in, and then you could see how many ounces you drank.
Okay.
And, but it's a really neat idea, and I'll definitely go back. And they have wood-fired pizzas there that were really good. So
is it a lot of local beers, craft beers? Or was
it was pretty much primarily local.
Really?
Perennial, Schlafly, Four Hands, XL, Old Bakery.
Wow.
It was all Illinois and
That's a really cool
Missouri.
idea.
But yeah, definitely cool. I'd like to have one down here.
Yeah. So do they have franchises, or is it just?
I don't think it's a franchise thing. I think single.
Yeah.
And who knows? They'll probably end up building more.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Because it's a pretty cool idea.
Sounds like it. Sorry, I missed the swimming party on Sunday. I know you had so you had an entire birthday week, right?
Yeah. So, kind of. Friday, I surprised Molly with some Little Mermaid tickets, the Muni.
Oh yeah.
Like a date night thing, So we went out to eat and then did that. And I had never been to the Muni before. Have you?
I had never have.
Yeah. And
I'm surprised you haven't. I thought your mom used to go all the time.
I've never been. The only thing I've seen is the outside,
Yeah.
And
Forest Park, St. Louis.
Yeah. But it was $15 tickets. It wasn't that much because I got the cheaper seats because
it's a Muni.
Yeah. Well, the next section was about double the price, and I'm like, man, So it was a good play. It was Little Mermaid. It was exactly Disney.
What was the weather like?
But that was the thing I was going to say. The weather was amazing.
Yeah.
Normally summertime around St. Louis, it's swamp ass weather.
Swamp ass weather. Hot, humid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of been my reason why I think I've never really gone to the Muni, is because it's just sitting outside at night isn't that appealing.
Yeah.
It's just to watch something. I don't know.
And it was, this whole weekend was actually pretty beautiful. I think we had highs of maybe 79, maybe mid 80s, but
very low humidity.
The lows were it was actually getting kind of chilly, maybe about 60 or so.
Oh, it got down in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was nice.
It would have been great camping weather.
Oh yeah, I know. I would have loved going camping this weekend.
Yeah, I was wishing that I was out somewhere like that.
Like a float trip. Well, I don't know. Float trip may have been too cold.
Yeah, it might have been. But yeah, sitting around, being able to make a fire at night and at the end of June, and being able it's chilly. Let's get around the fire.
Yeah. But we had the birthday. I had a big swimming party this weekend, and just a bunch of friends and family. Molly invited a bunch of people. I think it was intended to be a surprise at first, and she's like, I can't keep this. So
it turned out well.
Yeah, it was cool. Burgers and hot dogs.
Yeah, sorry we couldn't make it.
Yeah, I know.
Eli's baseball team.
See how it is.
Yeah, he did pretty well this weekend.
You or the other Josh.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully next time.
Oh, my next 40th?
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, we were here for this, weren't we?
No.
I was here. No, we weren't. I was here. I'm here to hear all about it.
Here to hear.
Do you think he's even listening in on
He probably is not.
Yeah.
Josh, Mom says, Joshua, you don't camp.
My mom says that?
That's what Becca says.
Well, I intend to. I have good intentions.
You have good intentions.
We've gone camping.
Yeah, it's usually floating, though.
Floating, yeah. So if there's it's got to be the right conditions. Whenever I was growing up, my mom would always drag us camping, and it was miserable. It was always there wasn't anything to do. It was hot. It was sweaty. You couldn't cool off at night. You know what I mean? You would go take a shower. You'd have to walk a mile away to take a shower, and then you'd sweat on the way back. and just feel gross, and then you're sitting in a tent overnight. It wasn't any fun.
You don't bother showering.
When I got of age, and I was 21 and older,
you could drink and forget about it.
Drinking beer became a part of camping and floating and all that stuff, and it became a lot more enjoyable. I was like, well, this is why adults like to do it.
Yeah.
As a kid, it was terrible, though.
Well, Becca says, well, come on, let's go then.
All right, schedule it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I think this is the first time they've watched our podcast or listened.
Well, it's a new thing.
Hi, family.
We haven't been doing it for a year.
Yeah. Episode 46.
Hey, did you... I know you saw it. Super Nintendo Classic coming out. The little mini Super Nintendo. Have you seen that?
I did. I sent you guys a picture about it the other day.
They announced this, I don't know, a few months ago because that was their whole reason that the regular Nintendo NES Classic that you can't find anywhere because they discontinued it, which is... I don't get that. I mean, it was such a popular item, you could not find it anywhere, and they discontinue it. Yeah,
it was disappointing because when it came out, it just seemed so cool that we were all like, oh, and it was like, what was it, $40 or $60?
Yeah, 60, I think.
But it sounds like they're going to do the exact same thing mid-release.
And the reason they said, the reason we're discontinuing it, we're bringing out the Super Nintendo one,
Right.
So, I don't know. I would like to get this thing. I think it would be a lot of fun, but I feel I'm not going to be able to get one because it's going to be the same people, scalpers, buying them up. You need help there?
I don't know what I'm doing with this iPad here. Oh. It's got 1% battery left.
Oh.
Hopefully we'll be able to do our sound effects when we get to stuff.
Probably not.
But yeah, that is that's pretty cool. How many games did it come with?
Is it
like 30?
30, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got Mario Kart, Mario World, the Yoshi's Island. Isn't that Mario World 2?
Yeah, maybe.
Super Punch-Out, Donkey Kong Country. So it has some good ones on it. Super Castlevania, I really like that one.
Yeah, I never owned that system, but I had friends that did and spent a lot of time with that one.
I was more of the Sega Genesis.
I had the Sega.
I had the Sega. Yeah. So I had all the Sonic games and all Mortal Kombat and that fun stuff. Man. So...
what else we got?
I've got a snack.
You do?
I do have a snack.
All right, here we go.
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac, pecans too.
That was loud.
Was it?
So this is something we got in Vegas that I just found the other day and I forgot.
In your suitcase?
No.
Were you cleaning out your suitcase finally?
I found it over by Molly's makeup stuff. This this is a chocolate bar, but it is a lemon shandy candy bar.
Okay.
So I know you love the lemon shandy beers, right?
Lemon shandy? Yeah, I do. What is it?
I don't really like them so much.
Really? Gosh, Leinenkugel. I like that one.
Yeah. And Shock Top has one too.
Yeah.
Here, you want a piece of that?
Oh, okay. So it's chocolate, lemon shandy.
Lemon shandy milk chocolate, non-alcoholic. So, sorry about
they
that.
They actually put that on there, non-alcoholic. Yeah. Those are two flavors that don't belong together at all.
Lemon and chocolate.
And it's kind of crunchy. Oh. Oh, God, that is gross.
That's the shandy you're tasting.
Oh, man. That is terrible.
I don't think it's that bad. You said that's terrible, and then you popped the rest in your mouth.
Well, I wasn't going to just hold on to it or set it here on the bar. That is awful. So what did they have other flavors?
I don't remember.
Aster chocolate. This is what you decide to have for our snack.
Well, I had nothing, and you didn't bring anything.
No, I didn't.
So,
Yuck. That was terrible.
okay.
Now what? Now what do we do?
I don't know. We have some beer, too. You want to do some beer, too?
I would love to do some beer. Do some beer. Do I need to play the music again? What am I going to talk about by myself?
All right. Hey, so we have from Rock Bridge Brewing Company out of Columbia, Missouri. We have Rye You Little Punk Rye IPA.
Rye, you little punk. Supposed to, with that kind of emphasis?
I guess so. Rye You Little... Yeah,
Shake your fist.
exactly.
Like an old man.
Well, I am an old man.
Yeah. Oh, hey, and you even have the glasses on this week.
That was unintentional. My contacts were bugging me, so I had to take them out.
Your eyes went that bad instantly?
Yeah, instantly. It's like, what happened? Oh, I could see again. These are real thick glasses. You know,
Coke bottle.
yeah. You know, my grandma never used glasses.
Really?
She drank right out of the bottle.
Whoa! Oh!
Boom, boom.
Let's see. What do I have?
Now,
Okay.
Rye IPA.
Smells delicious. Does it taste delicious?
Tastes pretty good.
What was the name of the brewery again? That is good.
Rock Bridge Brewing out of Columbia, Missouri.
Did you go there, or did you just pick this up somewhere?
We picked it up in Kansas City.
Oh.
So, actually, it's funny because a year ago I was in Columbia.
I'm going to Columbia in a couple weeks.
Wow. What are you doing in
Baseball.
Columbia? Oh, baseball
Yeah,
tournament. That's all you ever do.
Yep, the joys of having kids.
So, I'm not.
What else did we have?
Talk about something.
So you had another bad restaurant experience? Come on, Greg.
Okay. So,
This is an epidemic.
it's not an epidemic. It's just people suck. So I was going, before we went to the Little Mermaid, we decided, hey, let's go grab something to eat. And we thought we'd have enough time to go somewhere near Forest Park. And, well, we didn't really have enough time. So we ended up stopping in Kirkwood at Bar Louie, because we're like, hey, let's go to Bar Louie at Central West End. And then we're like, well, parking may suck and all that. Well, there's one in Kirkwood. Let's do that. Mm-hmm. So we stopped there. We were sitting there. I don't know. It's one of those. Here's when you walk in and there's no hostess that greets you and says, "Oh, how many and where would you like to sit?" If there's not that. Yeah. Which there wasn't. It was one of those, oh, just go ahead and seat yourself.
Right.
I think the waiters and waitresses, servers, whatever you want to call them, they don't really realize that there's someone there. I mean, they see you, they pass by and
like
see you.
Somebody new.
Yeah, someone new or whatever. So I can, if they take a while to get to us, that I can see that being a reason, I go, okay, maybe that's a reason. However, now we were sitting there 8-10 minutes or whatever. Finally, someone stops, says, "Oh, I'll be helping you," or whatever. Goes, "What do you want?" I got a beer. He came back with my beer, then asked Molly, because she didn't really know what she wanted, and then he came back. She's like, "Oh, I want this lemon drop or some girly drink." It was another I don't know, 10, 15 minutes before she got her... Our waiter, he disappeared. We didn't see him anywhere. And this other lady came up with her drink, and we're like, well, we need to order because we got a place to be. And she's like, oh, I'll take your order and get it for you. So she takes our order, which wasn't our original waiter. We put in our order, and again, we're waiting and waiting and waiting. Never get our food. Don't see our waiter or anything. He disappeared off the planet.
Maybe his shift ended.
No, because later on when we had our food, he came up with some ketchup. Hey, you need some ketchup? It's like, really? We're gonna tip you for you bringing us some ketchup? I don't know. All the other.
I order.
Food was great. I actually enjoyed the food. Problem was these people do not.
These people.
These people. These people. These servers that we tend to get. I don't know why. Always give us the worst service.
Huh.
But then again, okay. We were at Steak and Shake the other day. Yeah. We said we'd never go to never go to Festus Steak and Shake again.
Steak and Shake,
and we did, and we had the best service of our life. So,
I mean, it's
hit or miss.
That's a good learning experience for you. Now, you chose to go in there again, even though you said I will not go back, and you had good service. So. You should just learn from this and know that it's just random. There's absolutely no
It always seems to hit us. Our number always seems to come up every time.
Huh?
You know,
on the unlucky side of things.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you roll the dice, instead of it landing on a number, it's just you know how sometimes if it hits a corner of the board and it's kind of on its edge or whatever. That's what it does with us.
I'm the guy that goes in right before you, and they're like, "Oh, how you doing today, sir? Oh, we happen to have this extra. We made this, and we know you ordered that, but would you like to have this too? No charge, and we'll take it off. You know, we'll take your drinks off the bill, and you know, oh, here's a coupon you can use."
Yeah, we don't get that. We're not that lucky. So.
Oh, that sucks, Greg.
Yeah, I know.
Mel Brooks, huh?
Mel Brooks.
91 today. So, I heard that.
And Spaceballs just turned 30 years old.
Really? Wow.
So when I was a kid, that's kind of my first experience with Mel Brooks' Spaceballs. Because I'm sure my dad, my brother, they watched Blazing Saddles or Silent Movie or Young Frankenstein, but it wasn't one that I had ever seen. But that was right in my. It was about Star Wars, Star Wars. It was about goofing on it, and I was the right age at that time, and that just a lot of people probably say it's not a very good movie, but I don't know. I love that movie.
I haven't seen it in years, but I do remember it being pretty funny whenever I saw it. And oh gosh, what is the who is it that's the main character?
Bill Pullman.
Okay.
Lone Star.
What about the other guy? Oh, gosh.
John Candy?
No. Jeez. This is terrible. This is awful. The guy with the glasses, the big glasses.
Oh, Rick Moranis.
Yeah, Rick Moranis.
Yeah, he's Darth Helmet. The big giant helmet.
Wider than his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Have you seen it in a while?
Nah, it's been a while too. They actually made a Spaceballs animated series. I found about 10 years ago, I don't know, just, you search around on Netflix.
Yeah.
I saw that, I'm like, what the heck is this? And it was awful. It was really bad.
Was it the voices of those people? Or?
I don't think it was the same voices,
actors.
No. But yeah, if you want to see something bad, go see that animated series. But I was surprised. 91. That's
Yeah, I don't know if he's
quite
still
an
doing
age.
anything, or I haven't seen him in a while.
no. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
4th of July is...
Well, wait. Oh shoot.
Do you have something for that?
So you know how we were trying to do like a pop culture segment every week, or well, we've tried maybe 1 week.
Well, no,
we've done that.
you brought it up 2 weeks ago, and then last week I had a little something.
So I'm trying to do it. I'm toying with some themes, theme songs.
That was good. What was that?
I don't know.
It sounds familiar. It sounded like it was
It was just
an
something,
NES game.
some YouTube song or YouTube thing called Silent Partner.
Huh. Sounded
No
good.
copyright music, so
Sounded like it could have been an NES game.
well, there you go. So this week I want to bring up Fireball Island. Remember that?
I have no idea what that is.
You don't remember that?
No.
The board game?
No.
Danger lurks on Fireball Island. More than a mere board game, it's a three-dimensional adventure. Your quest, the idol's jewel.
Coward, I'll go first. A shortcut.
But it's not so easy. Mountains and chasms stand in your way.
Got it.
And beware, your foes are out to stop you with thundering fireballs
Oh, stop her.
and collapsing bridges.
Oh, no. Got it. Oh, dog me.
And you don't win till you're off Fireball Island, the three-dimensional adventure from Milton Bradley.
So, this board game was this 3D board game that you had little pieces that you would try to get up this mountain of, this path.
Yeah.
It's like this plastic molded thing. And at the top, there was like a jewel. This came out in 1986. There, at the top, there was this little idol. You would grab this jewel, and then you got to make your way back to this boat and leave. However, people can throw out, like the other people playing could throw out fireball cards, and they release a little fireball that will roll down this the little tunnels on this board game, and it could knock you over. It could knock over a bridge. It could do lots of things. It was a really, for me as a kid, it was like really, really amazing.
It looks a little bit like Chutes and Ladders, or it's got that kind of, you're trying to reach the top or something, and
Reach the top and you get knocked back and stuff like that.
yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Sorry.
So, but the whole thing is you get this jewel, and you gotta, if you don't have the jewel, you can throw a fireball, knock over someone, and then you could steal the jewel from them. And it's a game that is crazy expensive now on eBay. If you go on eBay, you're looking at like $300 for this
Holy
thing.
cow.
The funny thing is, when Christmas time, there were two board games that I wanted. I wanted Torpedo Run. I don't know if you remember that. It was.
I don't remember the name.
It laid down on a floor, and there were these little battleships, and you shot these little discs at the submarine. I actually have that over there. I wanted that or Fireball Island. Well, I got Torpedo Run, which Torpedo Run probably doesn't cost anything on eBay.
I'm trying to find prices of it, like you said. Yeah, it says collectible, 5 from $398.
Yeah, trying to find one complete
$400.
too, because there's always people that have the game,
Right.
but they're missing like a couple marbles, or they're missing the jewel, or I don't know. I'm surprised you don't remember
I
that.
don't remember that. I had a Mousetrap.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
That's the most 3D one I can think of.
Did you ever play Mousetrap
Yeah.
by the rules?
I think so, yeah. Because I always got really annoyed whenever people would just try to set it up just to do the...
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
But the actual... The rules were you built it, right?
Yeah, you built it along the way.
Yeah.
Every move or something, you would build another piece.
Right. So that's the only one I can remember.
Because
3D like that.
Yeah, and then the other thing with Mousetrap, you'd turn the crank or whatever, and then the marble wouldn't go right, or something wouldn't work quite right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they still make that game. I don't know.
I think so. I think my kids actually had that game a few years ago.
It's weird how some games last, and then other games.
And why would that game be worth $400? I mean, I guess because it's no longer made, and people.
I guess so. I remember it being big when a neighbor kid had it.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, and we'd always play that, and well, you know that show, The Goldbergs. Mm-hmm. If you look in the background in that's a cool part of that show because it's in the 80s. You'll see like little things in the background. You'll see like Fireball Island like sitting on his shelf or something like that.
That's cool.
But that's what I got this week for our pop culture segment. You need a name for it.
You got an outro music?
I don't. I could play more of the same. You know what I found the other day, or just recently?
What's that?
So, did you know Back to the Future? Okay, you know Back to the Future 2. Mm-hmm. Jaws 19. You know that whole Jaws 19 thing? Did you know they made a trailer for Jaws 19?
No. Just for the movie? Or just for Back to the Future 2? Or?
Yeah, but they made it a couple of years ago. Universal did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's pretty... Well, here. You don't even need to see it. Because it's pretty much talking the whole time.
Jaws made you afraid to go in the water. Jaws 2 made you afraid to go back in the water. Jaws 3D was a new dimension in terror. In Jaws 4: The Revenge, it was personal. Then it was just business. Then pure pleasure. Cyber Jaws made you afraid to log on. And Robo Jaws made you afraid of robotic sharks. Then Chief Brody's grandson assembled a super team of shark hunters. Jaws 10, it was man versus shark versus all the terrors of the deep. Outer space, then a prequel, and a sequel to the prequel. And then a new era in terror began. Jaws started a family. Battled a Russian shark named Ivan Sharkovsky, took a bite out of the Big Apple, and learned about love from a mysterious stranger. Jaws 18 Origins, the mind-blowing reboot. Now, the oceans are disappearing, and to save their home, the sharks must attack. Jaws 19. This time, it's really, really personal. Coming soon.
Anyway,
that's pretty clever.
I know. I had never heard. I actually heard that the other day. I'm like, holy crap! How did I not know about that? If you saw that's a one thing. You can see like the titles of all of them.
Oh, okay.
And the one is like 50 scales of gray. So 50 scales of gray.
Took a bite out of the Big Apple.
Yeah. So, what else we got?
I don't know. We kind of blew through all that pretty quickly.
Oh, we were going to say 4th of July. That's coming up.
Next Tuesday. Yeah, 4th of July. Our nation's independence, Greg.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did know that.
It's the birthday of our country.
It sure is, Josh.
Yeah.
And
how do we like to celebrate it?
Well, what, is that you making that?
It might have been me making, sorry.
So, well, I enjoy a good barbecue and shooting off some fireworks. I used to.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Quiet down.
I like to watch the kids shoot the fireworks now. But I was thinking of 4th of July movies, and I just, by saying Jaws right there, Jaws is probably my favorite 4th of July time movie because it I know there's a 4th of July celebration on there. I don't know if it actually is like all 4th of July. It's like The same with like.
Yeah, that's not a. I don't know if there's really a fourth. There are very many 4th of July.
Not
movies.
really. You know, like I
something happens. The movie happens to be around.
Right.
Yeah.
Like The Sandlot, another movie that.
Oh yeah.
That's one of those movies that you don't really say it's a 4th of July movie, but summertime movie, and there's that one scene where they go to the Sandlot because it's dirt on 4th of July because the one night they could play at night because it's lit up.
Yeah. Huh.
But of course, there's always Independence Day.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember whenever you and I went to go see that.
Yeah. Welcome to Earth.
Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
On like July 2nd or something, we had like a preview tickets or something.
Yeah, that was awesome, and we were blown away.
Yeah.
I remember watching it, thinking at the time Will Smith was like just coming off of Fresh Prince. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
he may have still been doing Fresh Prince. I don't know, but we were, and then the movie just seemed amazing.
96 was it?
Yeah, something like that.
So we were about 18, 19.
Yeah.
That was
awesome.
right in our wheelhouse.
It was great.
An alien movie with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
Jeff Goldblum, our other favorite.
And wow, what was the president's name? Who was the president? Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman. He's also in Spaceballs. Wait, Bill Pullman. No, Bill Pullman. Yeah.
Pullman. Yeah.
Paxton is in Twister and
he's the one who
and Tombstone. Yeah.
Not long ago. And then they made Independence Day 2, right?
I've never seen it. Resurrection or whatever.
I think I saw it.
Did you?
I think I did.
It came out like last year, didn't it?
Yeah, it was. Maybe I didn't. But it didn't have. It had Jeff Goldblum in it, I think.
Yeah,
But
I think
not-
he was the only one. They said that. I guess the Will Smith character. I forgot his name on the movie, but he died.
Right. It was his nephew or something.
Independence Day Resurgence. Yeah, it came out last summer. Right around this time.
I can't believe you haven't seen that movie.
Haven't seen it.
You're a movie aficionado.
Well, I used to watch a lot more movies, but now I'm just kind of not watch them.
You're more
Man,
of a
we're-
TV guy.
Mike says Independence Day 2 is so good. Really? I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. I am
20 years to make a sequel. So
Yeah.
it's got to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, just like Indiana Jones 4. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was wonderful. Let's
The prequel, and then the sequel to the prequel.
yeah. He says it was way better than the original. He's no.
Maybe we ought to check it out.
No, I don't.
I think we got to check it out, Greg. That's going to be what we're going to do this Independence Day. We're going to watch Independence Day Resurgence.
Independence Day research. Really?
Instead of barbecuing and shooting off fireworks.
Yeah. Sounds like fun. Well, I think we've spent what we can spend.
Yeah. Man, we need a third person.
You know, it sounds a lot quiet. With two people, it almost seems a little quieter.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
We need to take, I think, like auditions for a third person.
Yeah.
You know, Mike did fill in for us.
Yeah, he
a
did,
great
and
job.
he did good. Yeah.
I think we just probably ought to give him the job as the third guy. Really, I mean, this other guy.
I always thought we couldn't have two Joshes on the show.
Right, yeah.
It was really confusing to people.
He never shows up anymore. Unless it's convenient for him. He just happens to be driving by. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'll be right there.
Yeah, well, summertime's hard for him. He's always, I don't know, at the lake.
Yeah, more important things.
Yeah.
Remember when I was in Colorado and I called in?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. He says exactly like Indiana Jones 4. Oh, come on. That was not a good movie, so...
By the way, going back to that the Facebook buy-sell trade.
Yeah.
Lori says she sold our refrigerator
Already?
She put it on there like 2 hours ago.
That's awesome.
So That's pretty awesome. If that,
I hope they're coming to pick it up.
Yeah,
and you don't have to haul it somewhere.
no, yeah, definitely. But that's great. So,
Cool.
gonna definitely recommend that. Hopefully, that goes through without any hitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to learn your code here. 9
No.
5 4 1 7.
Yeah. Now everyone can get into my iPad. So. It's been a great show. Subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Also go to stuckinbetapodcast.com to find out more about all our stuff. Hey, we're running low. We don't have that many Facebook subscribers. We'd like to get that up some. So why don't you get on there and like us?
Share with all your friends.
Tell your friends, like us. We don't care if it's not organic. Just grab their phone and say, hey, let me just see your phone for a minute and like us, and subscribe on all the iTunes and Google Play and all that too.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's been a great show, and next time it'll be
Hopefully the three of us.
July.
Yeah.
So see you next time.
Peace.
Oh, 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 oh.